Hi everyone, in this quick video, I'll show you how to query our odds API using Postman. We'll walk through the version 2 events endpoint with an NFL football example, and I'll highlight some useful parameters along the way. First, in the video description, you will find the reference documentation for the events endpoint as well as a link to a Postman collection. Here you'll find all the available fields you can use in your query, but keep in mind most of them are optional. Let's start simple. Here's a basic request that fetches NFL events with player props included. I've set odds available to true and league ID to NFL and limit to 10. This ensures we only get NFL games, and only those games where betting odds are currently available. The limits ensure you don't pull all data, which is helpful when you are on the free tier, which has some rate limits. You can then look through the data, which includes event IDs, team IDs as well as available markets such as Moneyline. With the available odds, bookmakers, together with available deep links on selected bookmakers. Let's move on to filtering to specific player props. Instead of pulling every market, we can request just the ones we care about. In this example, I've added oddIDs for NFL rushing yards over and under. The special keyword player_ID means any player, so this call gives us rushing yard props across all NFL players. Here you can see some of the player props available and their odds across bookmakers. Now we will look at single-player odds examples. If you want a specific player, you can just swap out player_ID for their actual player ID. For example, here's the request for James Cooks's rushing yards over and under props. Here you can view the over-under odds available for James Cooks's rushing yards. To make queries faster and lighter, I recommend adding bookmaker filtering with the bookmaker ID parameter. For example, you can set bookmaker ID as equal to FanDuel, DraftKings, Bet365, BetMGM to only get data from those sportsbooks. There are a couple more useful optional parameters worth knowing. Include opposing odds equals true, means you only need to list the over side, and the API will automatically include the under odds too. And that's it, you now know how to query NFL events and props from our API, filter down to exactly the markets you need, and optimize performance with the right parameters. Check out the documentation for a full list of supported markets, and start experimenting with your own queries in Postman. Visit sportsgameodds.com to sign up for free and explore our odds data.